But now for one of the most junk cars in the entire game. Best car to have as a starter car in Jailbreak. It's just a huge waste of money. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Roblox Jailbreak video. So in today's video, we're going to go over the top 10 cars you should not buy in Jailbreak. Mainly because there's a waste of money and there's just better cars you should grind for. With the first one starting off with the Deja. So this is the Deja car. I'm pretty sure it costs around 9,000 or 10,000 cash. One main reason you should not buy this car is, first of all, it is pretty slow, and because it's so inexpensive, it doesn't really have any like unique features. And if you only really have like the level 1 engine, then the Camaro, I'm pretty sure, would actually beat this car. You might as well just use the Camaro until you can grind up to something like the Lambo. But the next car we're talking about is pretty similar, which is the Ray. This car, called the Ray, is about $25,000. This is also considered not that good of a car for speed, first of all. It does also have pretty similar stats to the Camaro as well, and it's about $25,000. So just a bit more than the Deja. Also at the same time, it's just not really better than the default cars at all. So for the next car, we have the Interrogator over here. This is one of the only SUVs in Jailbreak. This is kind of good if you want to be using it like as a cop, I guess, or if you want to have multiple people in your car. And this vehicle is 30,000 cash. It does have a decent speed for 30,000 cash, and I'm pretty sure it is also just a little bit more faster than the Camaro. Camaro's around 140 miles an hour, and this car's also around 140 as well. But unless you're just looking to grind with a bunch of people, like have a 4-seater car, really the only way to like not waste your money is just to save up to the Lambo. Now this next car, which actually costs the same amount as the Lambo, the semi-truck, is definitely something you should not buy if you're looking to just grind. Really, mainly just a car that you would use for looks or for like different strats as like cover or something, like PvP, I don't know. You can use it for some interesting things. But this car being actually like 2 times slower than the Lambo and being like huge is definitely not something you would want to buy for the same price as the Lambo unless you're, again, just looking to buy it for looks. So now we have the 5th car, which is going to be the Ray 9, which is actually double the cost of the Lambo. This is 200k cash. Now this car is decently fast. As you guys can see over here, we can go a decent speed, I guess, with this car. The max speed on a level 1 engine is around 150, and the max speed on a level 5 engine can even go up to, I think, 200 or so. But overall, this car is pretty much the same stats as the Lambo. Everything is just, I guess, circling back to the Lambo. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna keep saying how, like, the Lamborghini is just the best car to have as a starter car in Jailbreak. This car over here is double the price and basically the same stats. So a big tip for you guys is, again, as I said before, just when you start playing Jailbreak, mainly only really grind for the 100k cash Lambo. Once you get that, you can either grind for the Eclair, which is 500k, or the Roadster, which is 600k. Now, the next car over here is going to be the Boxer. The Boxer's speed is really, really low. This is another, like, average car. This car costs around 55,000 cash, I think. This is basically just another junk car, pretty much. Like filler cars. The Boxer pretty much doesn't really have any sort of purpose except for look, because it is one of the cheapest convertibles in the game. But now for one of the most junk cars in the entire game, in my opinion, the Desert Crawler. The Desert Crawler has got to be one of the most waste of cash cars you could buy. Priced at, I think, 229,000 cash. This car on a level 1 engine can go to 120 miles an hour. With a level 5 engine, it can actually go decently faster. It goes into overdrive at like 140. But while the stats may seem good at first, you guys are going to need to trust me to not buy this car. If you buy this, you're going to regret buying it within the first day. You're going to say, why did I buy this? I just wasted 230k cash when I could have been saving up for something better like the Eclair. This is supposed to be like a toy car, like an RC car. It's really not meant to be one of the grinding cars as well. This is just meant to be another, like, one of the looks cars. Even though it can go decently fast, it's just a huge waste of money. Unless you're just desperate to have something, like, slightly better than the Lambo. Because while this car can go slightly faster than the Lambo, it really is not a good option. And I'm mainly just putting this in as one of the most important cars you shouldn't buy, because most people just mistake this as a grinding car. But the next car is going to be the ambulance. It may seem weird, like, why shouldn't I buy the ambulance? It seems pretty useful, like you can heal your friends in the back and everything. But for 90,000 cash, when you can just buy like the Forcefield Launcher, for example, as an item in your inventory. This is just not something good to buy. And if you're looking to buy that, because you know it has a healing feature in the back, I would really recommend buying the Forcefield Launcher in the game. It's really, really useful. It's an item I use all the time, basically, when grinding. Now for the 9th vehicle, or not necessarily a vehicle, but the ATV. The ATV is another car, basically, for looks, but this is priced at 50,000 cash. Only redeeming feature of it is how it can easily go and like climb on walls and stuff. But the ATV is actually the 3rd slowest land vehicle in Jailbreak. This car could be good for specific strats and stuff like that, if you're looking to like drive on like big mountains and hills and stuff like that. But overall, the ATV is just not something to get for grinding. But for our last vehicle of the video, the 10th car, we're gonna have to go with the Stallion. But the Stallion in Jailbreak costs around 200,000 cash. It costs basically the same price as the Ray 9, and it has pretty much the same reasons why you shouldn't buy it as the Ray 9. Mainly because this car, being double the cost of the Lambo, actually has a slower top speed than the Lambo. Which in my opinion is really weird that there's so many cars that cost more than a 100k cash car, but go so much slower. And even though this car does have a decent top speed, as you guys can see, we're at 200 miles an hour right now, the acceleration of this car and the turn speed of this car are just really bad as well. But what are the cars that you guys should buy in Jailbreak? There's so many cars that are just filler cars that you shouldn't buy, but what are the cars that you should actually be buying? So in my opinion, and basically every like Jailbreak grinder's opinion, the only cars you should really be going for when you start the game is firstly the Lambo, which costs 100k cash, and after you get that, it's going to be a decent grinding car until you can get yourself either the Eclair or the Roadster. The Eclair costs, I think, actually 600k. In a recent update they changed the price of it, and the Roadster does cost 600k as well. Both the Eclair and the Roadster are pretty similar in stats. Roadster has a higher acceleration though. Once you get either of these, you should really go for the Volt Bike. The Volt Bike is the best vehicle in Jailbreak. If you have played Jailbreak before ever, there's no way you have not seen the Volt Bike. This car can go up to like 200 miles an hour within a few seconds, and it can easily go across the entire map quickly, and it's just genuinely the best car for grinding, and pretty much anyone can agree on it. After you get the Volt Bike, there really is no better cars for grinding, to be honest. You can either go try and collect all the other cars, and then you can pretty much just start trying to trade your cars away for even better things, or limited in trading if you're just starting Jailbreak. But yeah, those are basically the top 10 cars you guys should avoid buying in Roblox Jailbreak. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you click the like button and the subscribe button, because I'm trying to reach 7.5k subscribers before the end of the year. I will be doing a massive giveaway if we can reach the 7.5k sub goal before the end of the year. So if it is still 2023, then it is not too late. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.